Oh, what's good, bro? What should a man be like? I remember a few years ago when I was a kid, it was actually maybe 10 years ago. I was probably about 14 years old. I remember we lived in my old house, which was an apartment, and it was pretty tight quarters, so I'd be in my room with my brother. We shared a bedroom, and then my sister had her own room, and then my parents had their room. So I remember as I was getting older, I was starting to go through puberty, and my brother was a little bit older than me, so he went through it before me. I'll never forget the day that I started to weigh more than my brother. Like, I looked at the scale and I'm like, damn, I'm finally hitting 130 pounds. And then it went up again. Damn, I'm 135 pounds. At this point, I'm like maybe 5'10". And I'll never forget the way my brother made me feel. After I finally surpassed him, he said, the only reason why you weigh more than me is because you're fat. And I froze. I didn't know what to say. I'm not fat. Couldn't even come out with the words. I had no ability to defend myself, no ability to be courageous, and no ability to go out there and stand up for myself. The ability to reflect on the situation and come out there and protect myself. So I got ran over. Damn, bro. So here's the thing, right? We're trying to figure out how to become men. And in terms of manliness, the alpha virtues, there's 4 of them, and they're as follows. Strength, courage, mastery, and honor. A man should be strong. A man should be courageous. He should act in spite of his fears. A man should be competent. He has to be good at something. He can't be holding the tribe back. And a man should have honor, which is virtue. And what is virtue? Virtue used to be defined as a certain level of manliness. And now we look at virtue, and virtue is a little bit different. In this modern day, I would say virtue is more so acting within accordance of what society has for you. And not necessarily society, but more so your tribe. So what does your tribe value? That will make you honorable. If your tribe values showing strength, courage, and mastery, that's usually a good reflection of an honorable man. A man that shows those things, a man that acts in spite of fear, a man that acts despite how he feels like. Because throughout history, only women and children have been able to just get aid from other people without themselves being looked at as though they are lesser. Because we expect that from women and we expect that from children. But if you are a man, since the dawn of time, men have been expected to go out there and earn it. Men have been expected to go out there and be competent. Men have been expected to go out there and provide. So you have a man in a situation where he's not exactly providing for his family. Or a man in a situation where he's not exactly brave. He can't stand up for anybody. How can you expect yourself to be attractive to anybody? And I've started to realize that it comes down to your character as a person. What are your values? Do you put yourself in a situation where you have difficult things happen to you? Or do things just happen? Because if you're not constantly putting yourself in a position where you can elevate yourself and become better, you're not developing mastery of any sort. And therefore, you are not developing the values of a man. And if you're not in the gym or doing push-ups at home or doing exercise every day, you're not developing the strength that you need to go through life as a man, because life as a man is inherently difficult. Look, I'm not shitting on the female struggle because it's a totally different struggle. And the other day, I was out on a date with a girl, and she was telling me all the things that she went through in order to come to this date. She's saying, oh, I had to shave this, I had to go to do this, I had to get my nails done, I had to do my hair last night. And I'm just like, damn, I just woke up and showed up. Not really, of course, because I have to do certain things to take care of myself too, right? But it's a different kind of a struggle. As a man, you have the burden of performance, you have the burden of leading the interaction, you have the burden of providing, right? I'm not going to show up on a date and expect a girl to pay. So if we have all of those things, we have to make ourselves into this type of person that can do certain things, that can perform. The type of person that goes out there and is confident enough to get what he wants. And that's part of the ability to show courage. Because courage is a collection of personal victories. Essentially, when you're courageous, when you're confident, when you're strong, you have things that you can count on, things that you've done in the past. And that's what builds your courage. And competence also builds courage. If you're good at something, then you feel more competent at it, and you feel more confident. And when you have confidence, you can act in a way that makes you courageous. And so how do men today become more alpha? How do you become more desirable? How do you become more of your true nature? Well, you have to put yourself in difficult situations. And that's the end all be all. Because if you're not in a difficult situation, you're comfortable. And if you're comfortable, you're not growing. So what are you doing in your life that's going to make you the type of person that people want to be around? Not only that they want to be around, but they would enjoy growing together with you. Or the type of person that women would enjoy being around because you're fearless. And not fearless in a reckless way, in a reckless manner. But you have courage. And you act in spite of your fear. Are you the person that drives the motorcycle? That's what I'm trying to be on. So, all in all, I'm realizing that a lot of men don't have anybody that tells them how to become more masculine. And so that's why so many people look up to Tate. So many people look up to people like Hamza. Because we don't have natural role models that are men. And so your job is to become what you seek. Your purpose is inseparable from the things that you desire. Your purpose is inseparable from what you would like to become as a man. And so that's what's interesting about your purpose, is that you can choose it and you can change it. And you can follow the way that your heart calls. There'll be times when you might feel like not working as much and instead feel like chasing something else, like knowledge. I've been down that road where I didn't feel like, okay, I don't want to work anymore. I have enough money to settle myself for now. What I need to develop is my character as a person. And so I need to read this book so that I can figure out how to make myself the type of person that attracts people into my life, the type of person that knows how to command attention, the type of person that has a good character. So, be strong, bro. I highly recommend The Way of Men. It teaches masculinity in the core essence of what it is. And study people like Tate. He's a strong masculine figure. And a lot of people will say that, oh, you shouldn't study guys like that. He's bad for men. Bro. What's bad for men is what's shown in society. What's bad for men is TV shows like Euphoria, out here showing guys, you know what's going on with that. So, but anyways, rant's over. I wouldn't watch Euphoria if I was you. That shit's so bad for people. I don't know why people do that. But yeah, keep studying masculinity. I think it's a beautiful thing to aspire to become. And you got this. Do the hard work. Peace.